afternoon, students. Today we are continuing with the yesterday's lecture. So I will start with the economic order quantity. So what is the economic order quantity? Economic order quantity is basically a quantity at which ordering cost is equal to inventory carrying cost. Number one. Number two is when the total cost is minimum. So here we will study economic order quantity. We want to determine the optimum number of units to order so we minimize the total cost associated with the purchase, delivery and storage of products. So basically you have to qualify the two conditions while we are talking about economic order quantity. Economic order quantity condition number one is when the ordering cost is equal to carrying cost, and the number two is total cost is minimum. So here are the assumptions of basic EOQ model. So number one is demand is known, constant and independent. Number two is lead time is known and constant. Order quantity received is instantaneous and complete. The last one is no storage is allowed. Means these are the basic assumptions while we are calculating economic order quantity. We have to assume these things. So this is the basic chart of that economic order quantity. If we are talking about on x-axis there is a order quantity and on y-axis there is a cost. So when we are talking about there, basically I'm talking about EOQ model. There are basically three type of cost. One cost is called ordering cost, second is inventory carrying cost, and number three is total cost. So here when we are when we are ordering more, then we have to pay more storage cost. If we are ordering less, then there is a less storage cost. When we are ordering at a frequent number, then we have to pay more ordering cost. Means if we are ordering less quantity, then we have to give more orders, place more orders. So here the ordering cost is more than the less number of orders. So if we are talking about this diagram, when we are talking about ordering cost is decrease with the more quantity ordered. When we are ordering more, then we have required more storage cost, or so the carrying cost should increase with the quantity. So if we can check here, EOQ is basically it is an intersection of carrying cost and ordering cost, and that should be you can say spread more to the total cost point that is minimum at EOQ. So this is the formula for EOQ, how we can calculate in a numerical question. Basically EOQ stands for economic order quantity, where 2 multiplied by D multiplied by CO upon CC. Here 2 is constant, D is yearly consumption, CO is ordering cost, and CC is inventory carrying cost per unit per annum. So we'll proceed further with the calculation of economic order quantity in the next lecture, and today I'm discussing about another technique, that is ABC classification. That is also known as always better control, where we are grading the units or products as per the three grades A, B and C. Here we are basically follow the 80-20 rule, which is basically, or it may be all in today's word, it may be known as 7-20-30 rule, 7-20-10 rule, sorry. Nowadays we are following ABC as ABC. Here we are classify the goods into three classes, A, B and C. A is basically high consumption value. For example, if I'm talking about machinery is of high price, and that is of, you can say, less in a quantity. For example, if we buy one machine, that machine cost me rupees 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh rupees. but quantity is 1. So here there is a high consumption value, class B, that is medium consumption value, that is of stores and spares, C, that is of low consumption value, where we are talking about material. So that is the diagram of ABC classification. On y-axis we are shown percentage of consumption value, on x-axis we have shown percentage of inventory items. So if we are talking about C category, that is of low consumption value and high percentage of inventory items, and A is vice versa, B is moderate. So inventory management policy, as per ABC analysis, there is another model that is called VED analysis, that is vital, essential and desirable. So vital is the inventory where neither substitute or nor variation gap is allowed. Essential is basically what we are requiring in these days, so which allows either of one to be changed. Desirable is one which can have variation in both of the parameters. So there are some other techniques we are following, that is FSND analysis, which is done on the basis of movement. So here we are talking about F stands for fast moving, S stands for slow moving, N stands for non moving, D stands for dead. So as per the movement of goods or movement of inventory, we are following this method. Just in time inventory, that is basically a Japanese technique. As in when we are requiring, when we are you can say getting a demand of the product, then we are ordering the raw material as per this method. Perpetual inventory is totally opposite to the JIT, that is just in time. So perpetual inventory, we always have inventory in our stocks or stores, either there is a demand of the product or not. Stock turnover ratio, we have already discussed in the semester 5th how we can calculate stock turnover ratio, that is COGS divided by average stock. So basically here we are just checking the turnover ratio, number of times stock can be moved into cash. The last one is stock levels. Stock levels, basically we are fixing the stock levels, minimum level, maximum level. So we know that if that level moves down from the minimum level, that is a danger level, because anytime the production may stop. But if we are talking about maximum level is a maximum ceiling we cannot cross over. Or when we are talking about there is a middle level, that is a normal level, which is the average of maximum and minimum level. And there is one more point which is called reorder point. We are fixing a reorder point as per the lead time. Lead time is basically a time gap between placing an order and receiving an order. So this is the diagram by which we are describing the stock levels. So on x-axis there is a time, on y-axis there is a inventory levels. So when we are moving from the highest level to when we are consuming goods with the time, then it will move down. There is a reorder point at which we are ordering the goods, and there is a lead time. As per the lead time, we are getting the goods at the minimum level. So again, when the lead time ends, we are getting our order, and that level moves up to the maximum level. Again, that process will be repeated. So these are the techniques to control over the inventory. So if you have any query, you can ask me by comment on the videos, and the second one, you can subscribe my channel if you like that video. Thank you so much.